After 2 years of developing a unique jazz and Xhosa folk music fusion, Ayanda and Ondela formed Thesis ZA. The duo has graced a bevy of notable lists, including the Mail and Guardian Top 200 Young People of 2019, as well as OkayAfrica's 15th South African artists to watch. Now, we get to find out all about what all the buzz is. So if you've got any questions for Thesis ZA, hop over to our social media and remember to use the hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Welcome to studio, ladies.
Thank you so much.
It is so lovely to have you. I mean, hearing you warm up during sound check gave me goosebumps. It just made me feel like, yeah, this is what I need to experience on a Friday. But you've got such a very curious name, Thesis ZA. How did you come up with the name?
My goodness, randomly, I kind of dreamt it, and I thought it belonged to somebody else. And when I searched, I realized it didn't, and it just made so much sense when you started to think about it, what it means to, you know, what a thesis is,
yes,
and what a dissertation is. It comes from, you know, years of learning and thinking about something, and I think our sound is a result of that. We've taken just through the course of our lives a lot of time and effort into understanding what we like,
yes,
and the kind of sound that we want to produce.
Well, ladies, congratulations. You have made the Mail and Guardian Top 200 Young People to look out for in 2019. That is such a huge feat, especially for ladies that are entering the industry, who are relatively still new and people that we need to learn about. So within learning about you, how did it all start?
I mean, we met at UCT. We were both studying very different things. I was studying jazz at the South African Music College, and she was studying media. We lived in the same res though, and so she desperately needed somebody to perform at one of the res events.
I was culture rep at the time. Yeah.
Me too. I went to Rhodes and I was entertainment and culture rep.
So naturally.
Naturally.
Yes, so we met there. She needed someone really urgently. I helped her out one night, and then the gigs just never stopped coming. Yeah. Literally.
Wow. That's I believe if something's meant to be, it will always be. You can't stop it, you can't hinder it. It might come to you in a dream or by chance.
Yeah.
Ladies, you write, perform your own music. How does the process look like? Is it very collaborative? Or is there like a dictator?
Extremely
collaborative. I think the reason why we actually just went on to the journey of writing together was because we knew just how authentic and organic the writing experience between the two of us was. It happens very quickly sometimes, and sometimes it takes a bit of time, but I think the commonality through all of it is that, for example, let's say Ayanda thinks of lyrics.
Yes.
The chords come just as quickly.
Yeah,
and then we kind of just know that it's okay, it's meant to be. This is what it is. Wow. And so I think it goes far beyond just the two of us. It feels like something that was just supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And we're lucky we found each other. And so it's very authentic, it's very organic. It's a great partnership.
It does look like a true partnership. There's no Beyonce, there's no Michelle. You're coming together, celebrating each other. It being Women's Month, what would you love to see happening, not only in the music industry in South Africa, but as a whole, as a country?
So I think, I mean, this is what we really highlighted, especially in our Mail and Guardian profile, was that as much as we love what's happening in the industry in terms of diversification and, you know, people are becoming more and more confident in being independent artists, I think when I look back at where we come from as a country in this space, there was a really, really strong culture of songwriting. And I think we've lost that. And there was
musicians owning the music.
And owning the music that you write and you perform. And I think we need to get back to that place where people own what they make, you know what I mean? And they make money off of it for years to come. And that's what we're really trying to advocate for, is more songwriters and more access into the spaces for those songwriters. That's, I think, for me, that's my biggest
Absolutely. Powerful woman with such a powerful message, and that powerful message is definitely fed through to your music. And people that definitely want to connect with you is our social media. And online, we've asked you if you've got any questions for Thesis ZA. We've got Cindy Williams, who asks, do they feel pressured by, example, sponsors or record companies to do songs in English Or are they free to sing and perform their home languages in isiXhosa?
Well, the nice thing about how we work is that we've chosen to be independent. We're very deliberate about not having big companies and big names behind us trying to maybe sort of guide us in a way that is more financially motivated than
Yes.
quality and creatively motivated. So we don't have that problem.
But I'm sure that is difficult.
It is, of
Everything
course.
comes with its
Yeah.
own challenges and hurdles. How have you been able to push through as independent artists?
I think it's in the quality, honestly, and that's not even, that's for me.
Girl, you
it's
can
the
hype
easy-
yourself up. It's okay.
I'm
It's
not
cool.
even trying to. I think if something is good enough, people will sit and invest in it. And I think that's how we've gotten as far as we have so far, because I think we're very protective of what we own and what we make. And so even in potential deals that may come in the future, we're also just very deliberate about what type of deals we will be taking, because
Beautiful.
we want to own everything that we have, so that it can live far beyond us and it can be used for the right motivations. And so
Love that.
It does
Quality.
take patience and hard work, though. Like that's
Underlying.
easy way.
Underlie, highlights, italics.
Yeah.
Ukanyisa asks, I just want to know how they are so amazing. And those voices truly are amazing. Kanyisa, let me tell you, I heard it myself.
Thank you, Kayisa. I mean, what does that mean? Like, how do you answer that
I
question?
don't know how you answer that question.
Just say, Mama, I was born with it. I got it.
A little bit of God. A little bit of God.
Little bit of God.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So we've got our last one here from Utando Dlamini. And Tando says, good day, ladies. There are so many Xhosa singers right now in our music industry, and they're doing so well. What makes you different, and what inspires you to sing in the genre that you do? What inspires you to write all the wonderful songs that you do?
Wow, that's kind of a two-pronged question.
Yeah,
isn't
it is.
I guess I'll answer the first bit. First of all, we don't intend to be different. We just want to do, because we understand that what we have, no one else has. So I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a conscious effort to be different. We just know that we are. Our very experiences, our tastes, and even just, our kinds of creativity. I'm
Yeah.
someone who's very lyrically based and kind of visually as well. Ondela is extremely she sees the music with her eyes. I think
Melodical.
And so I just think we are different. Like, we don't really have to, there's no plan to be different. I think you'll hear with the music, that the song we're going to sing later on, we're very classically influenced.
Yeah.
And that we find, I think we sew the Xhosa folk music and the classical elements in so well together in a way that I don't think is out there right now.
Absolutely. Your gift is your uniqueness, your authenticity, and staying true, staying real, and the audience is definitely resonating with that.